fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Auburn's offense will have the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Caught in the backfield. It's Wolf. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He'll do it himself. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Baylor's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Bears will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Working that left side now. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The play action fake. Got his man quickly.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And to throw out to the sideline, just a few yards. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Dead center perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here.
Oh, he's got some space.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Cobb.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
From the shotgun, the inside give. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Got it set up on the outside. Runs through the tackle. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. It's caught downfield. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down 34.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Bears are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. The give from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wolf. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Auburn lines up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Makes the grab. Trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Slams ahead. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put him in the end. Touchdown, Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He'll pull it on the read. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires and picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. Handoff to the single running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wolf. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Plows through the defense. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Got room to work. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Snags a quick pass on the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen it.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down, through the interception, but no harm.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quick release on the RPO. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll leave it with the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grab behind the line. It's held. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
On the move. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. He'll bring it out. It's Thorne. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And and that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Reads it, fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Out of the shotgun on third down. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Unloads quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The give to the tailback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Wolf. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall bit.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They go to the ground. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. To the air on second down. Quick strike complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of have a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it along the sideline. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Would really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And the stomping has commenced. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. To the air on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Creates a little room. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Bears!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thorne. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pulls it in. Busts through behind his pad. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now, I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now, let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. He's got the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third down, he drops to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Soft spot in the middle. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Wants to throw again. Fires complete on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. From the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll go to the ground. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when he's panicking ever really counts. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.